Thank you for taking some time to walk through your child's schedule tonight with us at Open House. My name is Brad Robertson, and I am your son or daughter's AP Psychology teacher. I have some contact information down below that you can check out, and here is a little bit about myself. I am a Parkway West grad. I've shed the baby blue and the dark blue. There's a lot of blue over there for the black and red. This is my 5th year back in Parkway at Central. Before that, I taught at a school in St. Charles for 10 years. I attended Truman State for my bachelor and master's degree, receiving degrees in history and education with a minor in psychology. I have 3 young boys. We live in the Parkway School District as well. My oldest is now attending middle school at Northeast, and my youngest 2 boys are at McKelvey Elementary. And my wife teaches in Parkway as well at Bellerive Elementary. So we are Parkway kind of from top to bottom. When I am not teaching, I love anything outdoors. I love the sports world. Luckily, my boys are involved in quite a few right now, so my weekends and nights are fairly busy. But when we do have a few minutes to settle down, I enjoy a good book, fiction, nonfiction, it doesn't matter to me. As far as teaching goes, especially with AP Psychology, I'm not going to read through all of these, but you can check out the gist of the main ideas. Our goal in psychology is to develop a critical mind. That's one who is skeptical, who is curious, who is humble, but not cynical. We're always trying to challenge our mind and understand new ideas and adapt the way in which we think. And there are a lot of themes that will come out in our subject that will allow us to do that. As far as the curriculum that we're going to be covering, we have quite a bit of material to cover that shows up in 14 different units. We essentially act as like a Psychology 101 type class, getting a panoramic view of the discipline. We begin with the history and approaches. In fact, we've already taken care of that portion and we tested on it recently. But we have a number of great topics that we are able to cover throughout our year together, finishing up in the bottom right with social psychology, where we bridge the individual within his or her community. This might be a good section to pause if you're interested in some of the curriculum. Otherwise, I'm going to continue forward. The AP exam is the primary focus of our course. Everything we do in the course, my goal is to best prepare your son or daughter to be able to take the exam. And proudly, at Parkway Central, we've had about 95% of our students take the exam who have enlisted in the course. And over the last few years, we've also had a success rate of 90% or better, with almost half of our students scoring a 5, which is the top score to be earned in the AP exam. So we're very proud of that. The exam this year is on May 2nd. It happens at noon across the country. It's a standardized test, which is the beauty of AP. If this is your son or daughter's first go with an AP course, that way most colleges, with the exception of only a few in the country, will accept the credit as long as your son or daughter earns a 3, a 4, or a 5 on the exam. The cost is $96, which compared to some of the collegiate costs, as you guys are beginning to find out, or maybe you already have, if they have an older sibling who's already in school, it gets pretty expensive. So $96 isn't bad when you talk about earning 3 hours of college credit that can be applied almost anywhere. Everything that we do in the course is going to be designed to help prepare them to be successful on the exam. And one of those things that I would recommend beyond the course and the textbook that we provide could be some type of study guide or preparation book. Like, for example, my favorite down on the bottom is the Barron's book. You can purchase an older version of this anywhere from 2014 to 2021 would be fantastic. You can probably find them for $5 or $10 used, or you can buy it for $30 new at Barnes & Noble. You can go to Amazon and get it shipped the next day. But this is really a nice assistive tool for your student as they are continuing their journey in this course. What your student can expect on a nightly basis at home or a daily basis in the classroom. We are very busy. We're going to have homework almost every night. Typically, that will come in the form of taking notes over the material that we will be covering in class the next day. This allows us to be able to go to a deeper level of discussion and seminar, as well as conduct experiments, take part in various activities, borrow students from other classrooms, which we're going to call our guinea pigs. They haven't made their way in here quite yet, but we'll have a good time with them as we learn about the subject of psychology. When we're not taking module notes on a nightly basis, we're probably studying and preparing for some type of exam. So feel free to quiz them. We've already talked about something called the testing effect. The more that they can practice and test, the better. We're also going to have some supplemental projects. We'll do one each semester, with our first coming up in a few weeks on the brain and the nervous system. We also work quite often on mastering our FRQs, which is a portion of the class in the AP exam called free response questions. So we will be spending time in and out of the classroom doing that as well. I really appreciate you guys taking some time tonight. If you ever need to get a hold of me, again, my contact information was on the introduction slide. Please feel free to reach out about anything, and I look forward to getting to know your son or daughter as we continue through the year. Have a great night. Thank you.